okay, so Billings has always kind of had this like weird, like it's had really good points and really dull points, but like there never seems to be a good, long-lasting like venue, especially like small venue, right? So like we've had, I don't what was Johnny's place called?
Mule Skinner.
Mule Skinner. We had. Were you guys ever at the Mule Skinner shows?
Mule Skinner was sick as hell.
It was because it was just like this like punk kid that would have his friends over for shows. That's kind of what Kirks feels like.
Yeah, yeah. But then there's Smiling Dog for a little bit before Kirks, and that was pretty cool. But then they couldn't do shows anymore because it was a death box in there. It was big fire hazard.
Yeah.
Ryan, you excited?
No. For years, Billings, Montana suffered from an inconsistent music scene. Until Shane DeLeon, a local anarchist and artist, opened up Kirks Grocery on October 28th.
I had looked forward to leaving Billings from about the age of probably 15 or so. And I went to West High, and I was a skateboarder and punk rocker in the mid-'80s, and there was not a lot of them. Maybe there's not a lot of them now either, but it just wasn't my scene. There wasn't a lot of art here or anything, music. I just found this place in September, the middle of September in 2018, and I just instantly that week rented it the moment I like walked into this space because I thought this space was just awesome.
Kirks Grocery is a music venue in downtown Billings. Started with the goal of creating a safe, inclusive, and active space in the Billings music scene.
It's allowed a lot of kids to just have a space that they couldn't get anywhere else. A lot of kids that want to be artists or musicians show their first pieces of work or have their first shows there. And yeah, Shane doesn't really care if you're going to bring in a crowd or whatever. He just wants you to make sure that you get your stuff out there.
I've seen like over 10, like even in just this first year, like 10 new bands, like, kids playing their first show. Yeah, so like it's had an impact in that way. And I think maybe one difference between like here and Smiling Dog is that like this place is very like communal, to the thing where like at the anniversary there was just like random artists like drawing shirts for Kirks to be like sold, and I think that's really cool to like invite artists to like kind of that's like Shane saying like, yeah, you are invited to help me sustain this, which is really cool. All of a sudden it's not like a place that you just play or a place that you hang your art. Like you kind of get a sense and pride of like, I want this place to do well, so I can like continue this. This place isn't like ideal for music. There's not a lot of people that are like monetarily just like prioritizing arts, which I don't think that really ever affected us at all anyways. Like I think like your band and like all the bands that I've been in are just like always like, we'll just play anywhere, whatever, like wherever our friends can go, we'll do it. And I think that's like a really cool like spirit about our town that like might be kind of unique compared to other places.
It's honestly just, it's been great. I mean, it's got a similar vibe to the way Smiling Dog used to be. Shane is always bringing in, weirdos from everywhere. And I say weirdos with the most loving intent. There's just, everything they pull is unique and different, and it's just fun.
For the past year, Kirks has been a host for hundreds of different shows. ranging from poetry jams, stand-up comedy, karaoke nights, emo bands, and performance art.
Our first and only show as a band was with Rat Bath
Tax Day.
on Tax Day, April 15th of this year. 19, yeah.
Did you say 19?
2019. Yeah.
I think it was Rookie Card's first show. Really? I really hadn't heard about Kirks until probably like a month or two before our show. And then we booked it, and that was the first time I ever set foot in that building, so we locked eyes and I knew it was meant to be.
Without Kirks, the Billings music scene most likely would have had to run without a real venue, which would have led to a stagnant and boring scene.
The last one is there anything that you see for the future of Kirks?
Lasers.
Stadium shows.
Kirks Stadium. So, dear Shane, you must comply with the following requests or else. That'd be cool to do a drag show there. Our friends at Bozeman do a drag show, and it's super fun. It's like a rock and roll drag show. Oh, we could do a Christmas drag show. Do we need...
Christmas is a drag?
Oh, whoa!
You'll call me crying, your mom is drunk again. You'd think by now she'd have reached oblivion. Your love's lopsided, one-sided, it's bent. All that anger, love.
The great thing about Kirks is, I mean, we really just focus on the art. I want people to realize that, you know, when you're at a band, you should be taking that 30 minutes just like you would when you watch a movie. Like, you know, it's something to absorb. Now, maybe we have 4 bands and you can't absorb 4 bands and you only can absorb 1. Well, that's what I love about Kirks is you can come out to this front room and party and hang out and talk as loud as you want. And it's not going to interfere in the performance space. So I really want to push that, you know, art and music and performance should be respected. If you're there and you know, really try to take it in and see what people are emoting and see what people are sharing.
We're sitting in a booth, I ask, how is your mom? You're so much older now, you've a lot going on. We used to sit on the same side, facing the wall. Opposite ends now, but we still get along. I don't want to be the one you come home to, but if you want, I'll be.
To help between us and Cameron really push live music amongst youth, which in turn, because people grow up, it doesn't take long. I mean, 5 years might seem like a lot to you now, but 5 years is going to go by and you'll be like, damn, I was just at Kirks 5 years ago talking to Shane, and you'll be doing, you know, it's not really that long. So like, I think we've already had an impact, Kirks. I think Cameron's already had an impact as far as live music, and I hope that we continue in the vein of, you know, giving everybody a chance, you know, to showcase what they can do, you know? I mean,
Wagon sound. My God, you drive me wild.
Kirks Grocery exists for the common good.
Kirks Grocery exists for the common good.
Kirks Grocery exists for the common good.
Kirks Groceries belongs for the common good.
Kirks Grocery exists 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 for the common good. Wake me up in the morning. We could make breakfast in my socks and pajamas. I'm happy here. Lazy Sunday, I will get ready. Feed me French toast and coffee cake. Picking strawberries from the garden, I love it here. Wake me lazy Sunday in the morning. We can make French toast and coffee cake. In my socks and strawberry pajamas, I'm happy here. Wake me lazy Sunday in the morning, ready. Feed me French toast and coffee cake. In my socks and strawberry pajamas, I love it here.
That's a wrap.